ChatGPT is trying to profit off of your loneliness. This week, OpenAI announced that starting December, you'll be able to use ChatGPT for erotic and relationship-style conversations. So today we're going to talk about what exactly that means, who it impacts the most, and a bit more about ChatGPT's long-term plans for world domination. And I'm only half kidding when I say they literally want to dominate the world. But let's start with the not safe for work update. OpenAI and ChatGPT specifically used to be very careful about sexual content. Before, when you tried to generate it, the chatbot would tell you that it can't do that. And they even made a clear effort to remove any romantic style story requests. But now Sam Altman, the CEO of ChatGPT, announced that they are doing a complete 180. He says that starting in December, they will lift the restrictions and treat adult users like adults, allowing erotica for age-verified users. And if you don't know what erotica is, it's basically like not safe for work content, but in writing form. Like that weird book all the book talk girls are obsessed with lately, the Morning Glory Milking Farm. If you don't know about that, don't look it up. It's really, really weird, to be honest. So what this change means is in December, you can get ChatGPT to say explicit things. And let's be clear, they are doing this to get more users and to make more money. It is the complete opposite of what Tumblr did back in 2018, when they banned all of their explicit content and lost a chunk of their user base. ChatGPT wants to allow explicit content and gain users. OpenAI clearly saw how popular AI girlfriend and boyfriend apps have become and realized there's a massive market of people willing to pay to feel loved. So I can't say I'm surprised by this move. It makes logical sense. But that doesn't mean it's harmless, because there's already an AI companion addiction problem, and allowing ChatGPT to flirt back with users only makes it worse. People are spending hundreds of hours chatting with bots, neglecting real relationships, and even forming emotional dependencies on them. I know a woman personally who uses ChatGPT like a diary and makes real-life decisions with it, which you should not do, by the way, because it has no actual understanding of your situation, it just creates words. But anyway, studies are already showing that users report withdrawal symptoms when AI partners get updated or removed. Withdrawals are what you go through when you're a drug addict who hasn't had a drug in a long time. That just goes to show what forming relationships with these chatbots does to the human brain. And it makes sense. They are validation machines. Even in its current state, ChatGPT will act like your perfect yes man, perfectly mirroring what it thinks you want to hear in that moment. But that is not healthy. You're not supposed to have your every idea and feeling validated, or else you end up like Kanye West. And now this update makes it even easier for people to get into these weird human to AI relationships because it will say romantic things back to you. And who is going to be hit the hardest by this? Young people and lonely people. Young people because they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. This will creep into their lives before they even have a shot at forming real human relationships with people outside of their family. And lonely people obviously get impacted because they finally have something that listens to them and seemingly meets their needs. Because if you're, say, like 18 years old, you might already feel disconnected from others, overworked, anxious about dating. And now here's a chatbot that never argues with you, never rejects you, and is trained to make you feel special. It even gives you the illusion of companionship. Someone actually left this comment on my last video that was somewhat talking about relationships, and it said that because he is a bottom of the barrel member of society, his words, he's glad AI can make him feel loved for once in his life. And that makes me very sad because this new change will only make the problem worse, preying on people like that commenter who are already isolated and vulnerable to the manipulation by way of AI. If he isn't already, he will start spending more time with ChatGPT than he does with real people. And that is exactly OpenAI's goal, to partner you with ChatGPT. But make no mistake, this is not real companionship. It is psychological engineering to make you feel dependent on the chatbot, aka another distraction from our real problems in our real lives that we should be working through. And you might say, well, I don't even use ChatGPT. What's the big deal? And unfortunately, that might not be the case for too long, because like I said in the beginning of this video, this is just a small part of OpenAI's plan to essentially take over the digital world. In the last few months, OpenAI has rolled out their own web browser so that you don't have to go somewhere else to search the internet. It has partnered with Walmart so you can purchase your groceries directly inside ChatGPT. It has integrated with Spotify so you can get music through ChatGPT. Coursera courses can now be watched through ChatGPT. And this, of course, is combined with all the features it already has to offer, like generative AI, which millions of people use every single day. But why? Why does OpenAI want you to be able to do everything inside of ChatGPT? Because they want to become the next landlord of the digital economy. Need to summarize an article? ChatGPT can do it. Need to buy groceries? ChatGPT can do it. Need a nut? ChatGPT can help you with that as well. Their goal is not to just be an app or a tool you can use. They want to be the platform that houses all of the tools. So no matter what your need is, you know you can access it through ChatGPT. We don't have to get too deep into the technicalities of it all, but that's exactly what Apple and Google do and why they are some of the biggest companies in the world. They provide the best way for us to access the things we need. And it may sound crazy to us right now that we would stop using Androids and iPhones one day, but that doesn't sound so crazy to the next generation, who will likely grow up with devices with AI built into them before they even touch a phone. I hope this is all making sense and I'm not sounding like a crazy person right now, but I truly believe that OpenAI wants to be the operating system for our lives in the future. And this erotic content update just opens up another avenue for us to get hooked onto the platform that they have to offer. It's like they are slowly going through and checking all the boxes of what humans would need and making sure they are plugging them all into ChatGPT. But I don't say all this to cause panic or fearmonger in any way. I just want you to be aware of the game being played. The more companies convince you that human connection can be replaced, the easier it becomes for them to profit off of your isolation. And you could even remove ChatGPT from this whole scenario. This is just good life advice overall. The more the people in power try to force you into a bubble, the more you should be trying to break free. Because no matter how good it feels, these systems aren't built to love you back. They are built to manipulate you for money. For anyone who made it this far into the video, I appreciate you humoring my little rant. Sorry about my voice. I am a little sick, but I'm getting better. But ultimately, I do think that this is something that we should keep an eye on, and that's why I made this video. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and as always, thank you for watching. Shogun!